Hello everyone. Okay, so as of today, April 15th, what would normally be tax day, turned out to be a cash bonus in a lot of people's bank accounts across the country. Believe it or not, the IRS staff has been working really hard to make sure those deposits hit people's bank accounts, and you can be rest assured that they're still diligently working to continue to get everyone their money. But some people didn't receive anything, and this could be that you haven't yet filed returns in a few years, and they're mainly looking at like 2019 and 2018. So in today's video, I'm going to give you some guidance on how you can get your 2018 tax returns filed in 2020. I pray that you all are staying safe and following guidelines like wearing face masks, washing your hands, and just being proactive and precautious. My name is Tasha Harge, but on social media I go by Tasha_Nicole_entrepreneur and Entrepreneur Help Desk. I am a tax strategist, self-employment educator, and consultant to middle and high-income self-employed people, including those who side hustle and freelance. This video is for informational purposes only, and you should seek the advice of your own professional. You do not have to listen to me and should also do your own research, but keep in mind that I am not a YouTuber on here talking about random tax and business topics. I am an accountant in real life, and I use my YouTube page to help educate my viewers and subscribers. Okay, so let's get, all right, oops, okay. So the first thing you want to do is gather your information, okay? Your W-2s, if you worked a job. Some people do a little bit of both. They freelance and have a job. So you want to go back and get all of that together. If you received a 1099 miscellaneous, you definitely want to check that out. If you don't have that, or you want to make sure you have everything, you can also use IRS wage transcripts and Social Security reports. Let me show you where you would go to for the IRS transcripts. Okay, I'm going to put that link. So there is a page. They're really moving a lot on getting more people to be interactive with their site. And I'm going to do a video soon to show you how to set up an account on the IRS website. But in any event, this is where you come to request a transcript or whatever. Okay? So, now, when I mentioned Social Security reports, let me tell you why. When you request those wage transcripts from IRS, they're only going to have federal information on there, meaning any state income tax that was withheld from your W-2, if you got a W-2, is not going to be on those wage transcripts, okay? So you can actually contact Social Security because their income statements do show the amount of state income taxes that came out of your wage, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, now if you're self-employed, which this is kind of geared mostly towards self-employed people, you can also check with your merchant income reports, right, on PayPal, Square, and things like that. That's another source to kind of find out. The main thing you want to get all together is like how much you made for that year 2018, okay? So those are going to be your source documents. Now, you also want to make sure that you think back about your filing status. Some people kind of forget that. Listen, guys, when we're going back to some previous years, what applies today maybe did not apply in 2018. So you got to make sure, okay, what was my filing status in 2018? Was I married? Was I single? Was I had a household? If you're claiming dependents, then you will be had a household. And again, you know, what dependents are you claiming? Because sometimes if you have like a split family, maybe one parent is claiming that dependent 1 year and the other parent is claiming that dependent on another year. So you just want to make sure you have all of that in terms of what applied in 2018. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, you also want to make sure you gather any other tax-related documents if you have like investments, stocks, anything like that. Okay, you want to make sure you have all of that together as well, or you start getting that together. Then you want to make sure you clean up your bookkeeping. Okay, cleaning up your bookkeeping is important because without it, you will miss opportunities in terms of deductions you may be entitled to, especially from a self-employed standpoint, because normally you would owe tax on your money that you make. So if you don't clean up the bookkeeping, you might overstate your taxes, okay, and might wind up owing too much, and that may not even be the case. All right. Now, for 2018, keep in mind tax laws had changed, okay? So a lot went on. Different things that had applied in 2017 no longer apply in 2018. So you have to keep all of that in mind. Tax brackets had changed. Standard deduction had changed. There were lots of things that were eliminated. For example, people who normally itemize were kind of no longer able to itemize because things that they used to allow you to itemize, you can't really write it off anymore. So a lot of that has changed. So you want to make sure you're, just checking into everything that applied to you for that. Okay, now you also want to, well, that's what I was just mentioning, right? What changed in 2017 from 2017 to 2018. Think about life events. Maybe you had a new baby, maybe you got married, maybe you got divorced, started a business. Like, there's so many life events that could take place. Maybe one of your young adult children started college that year. So it's just really important that you just basically do that. Look back. Okay, what was going on in 2018? Okay, so you definitely want to do that. If you're claiming child care, make sure you have information available in case you're asked to produce supporting documentation. As a matter of fact, you should definitely check out a video I have, which I'll put the link in the description box. I had made a video showing you all kinds of information that they're now asking for documentation. And this is really because a lot of bad apples had spoiled it. People were claiming things that they were not entitled to. So now they just want you to come with a lot of proof. So make sure you check out that video so that you can just have things ready in case they ever ask, okay? The other thing, now, well, yeah, you can use, if you're going to do it yourself, here's some options. And these are just 4 that I named, but there's definitely many more out there. You can also contact a professional to get some help, okay? But for the most part, if you are going to try and do it yourself, good luck with that. But most of these are now offering, they're going to have like the prior year that you can do, okay? So now, next steps after you file, okay? When you get all of your stuff together, you go through everything. Once you file, in order to file, let me just back up a minute. In order to file, even though you're preparing it on the software, you're not really going to be able to file it because previous year returns cannot be filed electronically. So you will be mailing that return out, okay? And where should you mail it to? Okay, you're going to go back to the IRS website. They actually have a page, okay, where to file paper returns, okay? So you'd come here, you'd look for your state, and then you'd see where you need to file the return. Okay, let's just pick one. Let's pick Connecticut. Okay, I'll show you how this works. Okay, so here's where you would come. I picked Connecticut, right? Now, if you're due a refund, this means the same thing. If you're not enclosing a payment, this is where you'd mail it for the state of Connecticut, okay? If you are enclosing a payment, if you owe money, then you'd mail it here. Basically, it's going to be 1040, okay? So that's the address for that. But like I said, you just look for your proper state. I just gave an example for Connecticut. Okay, so once you get that all sent out, and guys, I actually recommend that anything you mail out to them, I highly recommend that you do certified mail return receipt, because this will give you notice as to when they actually receive your return. And then you can kind of start to get an idea on how long they should take, because right here you see I have allowed several weeks of processing. Previous year returns do take a lot more time. Okay, they're not like current year returns where it goes electronically. So I would say, you know, waiting 8-12 weeks, realistically speaking, it could be that long. And if some of you are trying to get filed so that you can get in line with these stimulus payments and everything else, or just to get your ducks in a row, don't worry. At the end of the day, whatever you're entitled to, you'll still receive, even though this 2018 return is going to take a minute to get processed. Okay, definitely keep copies. And just basically wait to hear from them. If they need anything additional, they'll write you at some point and let you know what they need. If they don't, then you're good. They'll send you your refund if you do one, or send you a bill if you owe. Okay, whatever the case may be. And if you do owe, you can always request payment plans and things like that. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. And I will surely see you in the next video. If some of you do need help, oh, one thing I wanted to mention before I go, make sure you also check out my video for the PPP Payroll Protection Program, or the SBA $10,000 grant that they're allowing you to apply for. Now, I notice I say apply because apply doesn't guarantee that you're going to get approved, but it's worth applying because they're kind of being really lenient with a lot of this funding, especially since they know a lot of people are kind of, you know, their finances just turned real funny real quick. So definitely check out those videos to see how you can get in line with that. Okay, if you do need assistance getting your 18 and 19 done and you want to hire a pro, I'm still accepting new clients, but I do have a waiting list, so I definitely want to let you know about that. Okay, and what else? Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, guys. New information is coming out literally like daily. So in between working on tax returns for clients across the United States, I do squeeze in a little time to do these videos to keep you all informed, up to date, and overall help you operate your self-employed life in an educated way. Okay, thank you. Take care. See you in the next video.